Hello everyone, this is Maitri Bhardwaj and today we are going to study about the mechanism of breathing. Before that, I would like to tell you about the location of the lungs. See, the lungs is present means the lungs is present in the mid of the thoracic cavity. Dorsally, it has a vertebral column means at the back side, and ventrally in the front side it is there is sternum, and on the lateral side we have the ribs. So this is present in the thoracic chamber, and this thoracic chamber is a airtight chamber. Okay. Below that, at the lower position, we have the diaphragm, which is a dome-shaped structure. So this anatomical structure set structure of the lungs is such that if there is any change in the volume of the thoracic cavity, it will be reflected in the lung cavity, that is the pulmonary volume. Okay. Now, breathing or pulmonary ventilation means there are mainly 5 steps in which the respiration takes place. First is the breathing or pulmonary ventilation, in which the air is drawn in, the atmospheric air is drawn in, and the carbon dioxide air from the alveoli is released out. Second is diffusion of gases in the alveoli membrane. And the third is the transport of gases by the blood. Now, when it is transported, obviously from the blood, now it will move to the tissues. The O2 will move into the tissues and the CO2 will move out of the tissues. And then utilization of O2 by the cells for the catabolic reactions by which the energy is released. So this is in this page we learned about the location of the lungs, the 5 steps of the respiration that it involves. Next we have is the mechanism of breathing. See, the movement of the air in or out of the lungs is carried out by creating a pressure gradient. We all know that the pressure gradient is what? From a higher pressure area to a lower pressure area. Okay? Between the lungs and the atmosphere. When we talk about inspiration, then the intrapulmonary pressure means in our lungs, the pressure which is present is intrapulmonary pressure, that is less than atmospheric pressure. Means the atmospheric air is having a higher pressure in comparison to the intrapulmonary pressure. The values I have written over here, 104 and 159, and hence during the inspiration, the air will move from atmosphere into the lungs. It means that the pressure in the lungs is less than in comparison to the atmospheric air. Hence, we can say that the lung pressure, the pulmonary pressure is negative with respect to the atmospheric pressure. Now, when we breathe, the diaphragm, it contracts. When it contracts, there is an increase in the thoracic chamber in anterior posterior axis, ऊपर और नीचे. ठीक है? So there is an increase in the thoracic chamber in anterior posterior axis. Then external intercostal muscles contract and lift up the ribs and the sternum. So external intercostal muscles are present around the lungs. They contract and they lift up the sternum. See, you feel, make yourself warm and comfortable. Take a deep breath and you will feel that how the mechanism it takes place inside you. Okay. So let's start. Wait a second and then breathe it. Breathe in. So what do you feel? The diaphragm, it contracts, it moves upward. External, the intercostal muscles, external intercostal muscles, they contract, they lift up the rib. Okay. And the thoracic cavity, volume, it increases. Right. Then, so because of this increase in the volume of thoracic chamber, we all know that this pressure and this volume, they are inversely proportional to each other. So we can say when the thoracic cavity volume increases, the pressure decreases, and hence we can prove that yes, the lungs is having right now it pressure in comparison to the atmosphere, and hence the air movement is how from the atmosphere into the lungs. So this was about the inspiration. Okay, then coming up to the expiration, it's all opposite to it. Means when we are taking for the expiration, we have a air that is CO2, and this CO2 in the atmospheric air, the partial pressure of the CO2 in the atmosphere is 0.3, while in the lungs it is 40 mmHg. Now here we can say that the lungs is in a state of a positive pressure in comparison to the atmospheric pressure, and hence now when you breathe out, ठीक है, मैंने एक बार कहा you breathe in, when you have breathe in, then you realize that diaphragm, it moves up, it contracts, and the volume increases. Now breathe out. Do it. Breathe out. Take a deep breath and breathe out. What you will realize that there is a relaxation of diaphragm. Okay, and now this intercostal muscles, they will return back to their original positions, the normal positions, and hence the thoracic volume also decreases. When the volume decreases, the pressure increases, means the lungs is at a position where it is having a higher pressure in comparison to the atmospheric pressure, and hence the air, that is CO2, it's going to move out. It is released from your lungs to the atmosphere. Other than that, we have some additional muscles in our abdomen that help to increase the strength of inspiration and expiration. Okay, so these are the additional muscles that are present in the abdomen. Okay, then we have this I have so look at this diagram. This is for inspiration and this is for expiration. In the inspiration, this diaphragm, it contracts itself, the volume increases, the ribs and the sternums, they are raised, and the air moves inside. Okay, and in the expiration, we see that the volume of thorax decreases, diaphragm, it relaxes, it arches upward, and this ribs and sternum, they return to their original positions, and the air is expelled out from your lungs. So this is how the inspiration and expiration takes place. This was a diagram given in the NCERT, and this I will be doing in the next class. So so thank you to everyone for attending my video, for seeing the video till the end. I'm very thankful to you all guys. Thank you.